What if I told you one of the NHL's most lethal goal scorers isn't the fastest skater or the guy with the hardest shot? Sam Reinhart topped 50 goals in a season without elite physical tools, and coaches around the league keep asking the same question. How does he do it? The answer lies in something you won't find on the stat sheet, a hockey IQ that borders on genius. Today, we're breaking down the mental superpower that transformed Reinhart from a Buffalo cast-off into the smartest player in the NHL. What if the greatest hockey minds aren't born, but carefully cultivated? Sam Reinhart's story begins with a distinct advantage, but not the one you might expect. Growing up in a hockey family, Sam Reinhart was immersed in the game from day one. His father, Paul, was a former NHL defenseman who played over 600 games with the Flames and Canucks. The Reinhart household was practically an NHL breeding ground, with Sam's older brothers Max and Griffin both making it to the big leagues as well. While the Reinhart name came with expectations, Sam faced unique challenges. At 6 foot 2 inches and just under 200 pounds, Sam needed to develop different skills than his more physically imposing brothers. This situation became the catalyst for his exceptional hockey intelligence. Paul Reinhart recognized his youngest son's path early and took an unconventional approach. He emphasized the mental aspects of hockey, having Sam analyze game footage to understand player decision-making. These early brain teasers weren't just games. They were building blocks for a future where mental agility would outshine raw power. In a candid moment with a junior reporter, Paul explained, "I always told Sam that knowing where to be is more important than how fast you get there." These words became the foundation of Sam's approach to the game. The Reinhart training combined the three-step advantage drill, where Sam identified future play developments with family scrimmages, using deliberately heavier equipment, forcing him to rely on positioning instead of physicality. Sam's participation in tennis and soccer enhanced his spatial awareness and pattern recognition, developing cognitive skills that transferred perfectly to hockey. When he joined the Kootenay Ice in the WHL, coach Ryan McGill observed, "He doesn't just see the play developing, he sees it before it starts. Some kids have to be told where to go. Sam always knows, and more importantly, he knows why." Approaching the 2014 NHL draft, scouts universally praised Reinhart's off-the-charts hockey IQ while questioning whether his physical tools would translate to NHL success. What skeptics missed were the techniques Reinhart had perfected since childhood. His exceptional first touch, positional awareness, and timing that made average speed look deceptively quick. While those deceptive skills that fooled scouts would soon be put to their ultimate test in Buffalo, where even the most brilliant hockey mind might have crumbled under the weight of constant organizational chaos and revolving door coaching changes. The Sabres selected Reinhart second overall in the 2014 draft, igniting hope in a fan base desperate for a cornerstone player to build around. Buffalo believed his exceptional hockey intelligence would help transform their struggling franchise. What Buffalo couldn't offer Reinhart was stability. During his 6 seasons with the Sabres, the organization cycled through multiple coaches, systems, and teammates. This environment transformed Reinhart's developmental years into a masterclass in adaptation. For a player whose greatest strength was processing information, he faced the challenge of showcasing elite hockey IQ amid inconsistent team systems. Despite the organizational turbulence, Reinhart's mental edge sharpened under pressure. His 2018-19 season demonstrated remarkable growth with 65 points, including 22 goals and 43 assists, while his team struggled to establish an identity. His ability to create scoring chances amid uncertainty proved his hockey intelligence was thriving. Coach Dan Blyzema recognized what made Sam special. His skating is something he's worked on. The smarts have always been there. The intelligence, his hockey IQ has always been there. Both sides of the puck. This assessment highlighted how Reinhart's mental approach translated to both defensive responsibility and offensive production. By his final Buffalo season, amid continued team struggles, Reinhart led the Sabres with 25 goals and 40 points in just 54 games during the shortened 2020-21 campaign. What truly separated him was his ability to process and implement tactical adjustments at game speed, integrating new concepts almost immediately. Buffalo may have been chaotic, but it was here that Reinhart's exceptional hockey mind was forged under pressure. That ability to process tactical adjustments would soon find its perfect match in 2021 when Florida Panthers GM Bill Zito made a move that puzzled many hockey insiders, trading a first-round pick and promising goalie prospect Devin Levi for a player who had never topped 65 points in Buffalo seemed like an overpay. But Zito saw something others missed, a chess master waiting for the right board. While Buffalo's stagnant system had constrained Reinhart's talents, Florida offered fertile ground for his strategic mind to flourish. His early days with the Panthers involved some adjustment as he integrated into a system with established stars. The team had acquired a Ferrari story, but needed time to optimize its performance. Everything changed when Paul Maurice took over as head coach. Maurice, having guided some of hockey's most brilliant minds across 1,700-plus NHL games, immediately recognized Reinhart's exceptional mental approach. He compared Sam to Hall of Famer Ron Francis, calling them the two smartest players he'd ever coached. High praise that signaled Reinhart's place in hockey's lineage of tactical geniuses. The breakthrough came when Maurice paired Reinhart with Alexander Barkov. They became grandmasters on ice, both processing possibilities 3 moves ahead of everyone else. When Barkov found open ice, Reinhart instinctively delivered the puck. When Reinhart circled the net, Barkov anticipated exactly where he would emerge. The 2023-24 season revealed Reinhart's full potential. 57 goals, 37 assists, 94 points, and a Stanley Cup championship. His 24.5% shooting percentage reached efficiency levels unseen since Mario Lemieux's dominance in the late 1980s. He led the league with 27 power play goals, finding defensive coverage gaps invisible to others. In the playoffs, when space disappeared, Reinhart's mental edge became even more valuable. Through 24 playoff games, he contributed 10 goals and 6 assists. The numbers only tell part of the story. His defensive positioning, subtle picks, and space creation opened opportunities for teammates throughout their championship run. His finest moment came against Edmonton in the Stanley Cup final, scoring the championship-clinching goal. It wasn't flashy, just Reinhart being exactly where he needed to be at precisely the right moment. Behind Reinhart's championship-clinching goal lies a toolkit of mental skills invisible to most viewers. His impressive 24.5 shooting percentage comes not from physical dominance, but from specific cognitive abilities that separate chess masters from checker players. While casual fans scroll past Reinhart's boring plays in search of highlight reel dangles and bone-crushing hits, they're actually missing the most sophisticated hockey mind of this generation at work. Reinhart controls the game's rhythm on the ice, deliberately manipulating tempo to throw off defenders' timing. Playing against Sam is maddening, one NHL defenseman admitted. You think you have him covered, but he's already calculated where your help defense will rotate from and is heading to that soft spot before you even realize it's exposed. His off-puck movement explains why he appears lucky. He's reading defensive rotations and identifying vulnerabilities before defenders recognize them. When double covered, Reinhart makes educated guesses about teammate positioning that keep plays alive when they should have died. These mental tools combine to make Reinhart unpredictable despite average physical attributes. His 57-goal season featured numerous broken play finishes, where pure adaptability and quick thinking prevailed over textbook execution. You have the physical tools to stop him, explains a veteran defender, but by the time you've identified his plan, he's already 3 moves beyond it. This mental advantage allows Reinhart to consistently outperform opponents with superior speed, size, and strength. Next time you watch hockey, observe those players who somehow always appear exactly where they need to be. That's hockey intelligence at work. Reinhart's story reminds us that brilliance builds over time, and sometimes the quietest moves are the most revolutionary. If you enjoyed this video about Sam Reinhart, check out this one about Connor Bedard's lifestyle. It's not what you think.
Obviously, there's something bigger and more important on the line.